Okay, I'm ready to go.
Your line is now muted.
Yes, so, welcome back everyone who was not here yesterday. So my name is Pete. I'm the digital marketing manager here at Isaac in Canada. So my main role is sort of managing all our social media platforms as well as the digital marketing team. So this education cycle will be about analytics. So explaining to you guys what analytics are, how they are useful, as well as how to get your analytics. So hopefully you guys will be able to learn something. If you guys do have questions, just post them at the side chat over there. I will stop every once in a while just to take questions. But if you guys do have a burning question that you want me to immediately answered, yep, just post it on the group chat. I'll be more than happy to answer. All right, so a little bit of introduction. For those who weren't at the meeting yesterday, I just want to introduce you guys to my team. So obviously I've introduced myself a little bit and what I do, and now for the rest of my team. So the person who is who is also part of digital marketing NST directly is Andy. He's the digital marketing TMP. So he manages our Facebook and Twitter pages. Andy is extremely qualified, if I can put that lightly. So if you guys ever have questions, you can also reach out to him. As well, we have a blog team comprised of Galina, Fruzan, Audrey, Florence, and Caroline. So they create unique content for Isaac and Canada's through blogs. They're actually one of our highest generating. They're what generates us a lot of traffic. So really give them a nice little shout out. Then there's Steven. He's our website manager. So he's in charge of the Isaac Canada website. So he's been helping us actually revamp it. So if you check out the website now, it's a lot different than it was last semester. Finally, we have Vincent. Vincent's our designer. So if you guys ever have design questions, you can always reach out to him, as well as reaching out to any designer on the NS team. So if you want to know a little bit more about analytics specifically, you will be dealing a lot with me and Andy. The other three don't have, per se, the same type of experience. So if there are ever any questions about analytics and how to do those, reach out to me and Andy. I have sent emails to all VPs with our coaching information, and you can get in contact with us through that. Okay, so here is our agenda for the day. So the first thing we'll be going over is what are the analytics, followed by what exactly you should be measuring. After that, I'll show you guys how to find the reports that you how will you be able to find analytics over a period of time for Facebook, as well as teaching you guys a little bit about the monthly report that you guys, every single LC should be sending Andy and I. Okay, I see my first question. Yeah, so these are going to be posted. We are doing a recording. Vicky will be posting the links tomorrow. All right, there, Shiku. Okay, I'll assume that's a yes. All right, awesome. Glad to hear. Yeah, so first kind of two questions. What are the analytics and what are the metrics? All right, so I'm going to kind of explain the analytics behind the three major platforms I believe you guys will be using. Facebook and LinkedIn. All right, so I guess a little bit of a definition of what analytics are. So analytics are numerical measures for the success of your digital content. It records all the customer engagements your material generates. Understanding your analytics allows you to understand the success of your campaigns, as well as understand the improvements you must succeed. So if that's just a whole pile of like mumbo jumbo, what this really means is analytics are what numbers your content generates. It's the best way to kind of understand your ROI on your marketing material. So if you understand that sort of ROI, how much engagement you're generating per post, or how many people are actually content per view. So what I mean by that, say your ratio of page reach to page engagement is 1 to 2. For every single person who sees that post, every second person will be actually engaging with it in it. So that means that either a photo click or a like or a comment. So in that sense, that type of content is very successful for your campaigns. On the flip side, if you see that if you post content, it reaches 1,000 people, but only 10 people engage with it, you do know you're going to have to make a change. So I'll kind of go a little bit more in depth about actually what the analytics are per social media channel. So as you guys can see on the side, these analytics aren't actually that difficult. Analytics are just the number of likes, number of comments, number of shares. All that can be considered analytics. For Facebook specifically, what makes it a little bit more different than other platforms is that it also includes post reach and post engagement. So kind of just maybe define what those are for you guys. Post reach is the number of people who have been contacted with that information. So that means every unique person who sees that content will have something added to that post's post reach. So say you have 1,500 post reach. That means 1,500 different people have all seen that content. With that in mind, some of those 1,500 people might have viewed that content 2 times or 3 times or 10 times. I don't really know based on what numbers you'll be seeing on Facebook directly. But there is a way you guys are able to see the entire sort of. There is a way for you guys to see the number of times your page is viewed on social media. Next is post engagement. So that means actual sort of engagement on that specific post. So link clicks, photo clicks. Facebook does an awesome job of measuring this. It shows you exactly how many times people go through your content. So that is probably the best way to actually see how successful your material is. Yes, with reach, a lot of people is able to see the content, but that doesn't necessarily mean people are actually engaging with your content or that your content is working. So post engagement, extremely important. Next, just talking a little bit about Twitter. Twitter is pretty simple when it comes down to analytics. Number of retweets and number of favorites. Those are really the 2 best metrics to understand, how engaging your content is on Twitter. If people are actually sharing content, that means that they see that it is valuable, or that it is current, or that it is relevant. Really, there's no better way to kind of measure the success of your Twitter campaigns other than with those 2. You can include stuff like replies and everything, but I do find that favorites and retweets are by far the most important. Next is LinkedIn. So LinkedIn, from my understanding, a lot of you guys don't have a lot of experience in it, and that's totally cool. Dylan, who is our business-to-business specialist on the MarCom EC4, and I are actually currently working on creating a educational for you guys to teach you guys a little bit more about the sort of intricacies of LinkedIn. So we are currently doing that. So if stuff still isn't super clear, we are working on it. Obviously, though, if you do have questions about any of these platforms, but Facebook and Twitter, you can always reach out to Andy and I, and we are more than happy to help. But now, what analytics you can get from LinkedIn? LinkedIn, similarly to Facebook, does have a page dedicated to just analytics. So if you have a company page, you're able to measure stuff like number of likes, number of comments, your post reach for that given day, as well as your percentage engagement, which is the number of times the percentage in which people engage with your content. So that means, once again, clicking the photo or clicking the article you posted on your, social media channel. So even us in Canada, we don't see a particularly high percentage, roughly around 2%. So if you guys are seeing the number being around 2%, 1%, don't freak out too much. An average day, we engage with 1,000 people. If that means 20 people actually are interested and view our content and actually are interested in signing up, that is success. All right. So if you guys do see a small little percentage, don't freak out too much. All right. So those are the actual kind of metrics and analytics behind everything. These things are what pretty much, these things are the best way to kind of measure your ROI and the success of your campaigns. Without seeing these numbers, you really are just kind of doing blind marketing, throwing stuff out there on pages and seeing kind of what happens. With analytics, you're able to be a lot more targeted, a lot more focused, and are actually able to generate content which suits your target market. So here's a nice little time for me to stop and take any questions. So does anyone have any questions right now for me? Like what analytics are, if you guys want me to review something, if you want me to explain myself again, is there anything? I'll give you guys maybe a minute to just write any questions down if you have any. If you guys don't have questions, just send me a smiley face and I'll keep going. Right, first one. Right. Lost smiley faces right now. Give people another maybe 30 seconds if they have questions. Hey, Ruji. Oh, Crystal from Narnia, what's up? A lot of Ottawa U people right now. Awesome job. Next level campaign, getting some points right now. I can see you. All right, so it doesn't seem like you guys have any questions. So moving on. All right, so the majority of ULCs do use Facebook as your primary point of contact for digital marketing. So obviously a lot of what I am going to do is going to focus on teaching you guys a lot about Facebook metrics and where to find everything. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how you're able to find your historic Facebook metrics. So what do I mean by that? This is how you're able to see your Facebook metrics over the course of an entire year. So you're able to actually see your success over the course of an entire year. So if you guys had an awesome campaign running through March, you guys can see where you guys found success there and try to emulate that in the future. All right, so where to find the analytics. So the first step you have to do on your Facebook page is to go select the Insights tab. Pretty simple. The red arrow is pointing directly at it. It's very easy to find. If you guys do have issues to finding it, obviously you can ask me and I'll do my best to help you out. Next, this is the part which a lot of people miss. So you can see this little sort of like arrow bar at the bottom of the photo over here. This is what people use typically to read and judge analytics. It is a great sort of surface thing to use when you're trying to measure analytics, but you can get a lot more in depth by doing this method. So what you can do is go and hit export. So right there at the top right, this one's a little bit more tricky to find. People don't typically look over there. So just remember, top right, export. All right, so here is where you're actually able to find all the historic analytics from the past couple of months. So right now, as you can see, this analytic report that I was looking for was for a month. If you were to be interested in looking at, a longer period of time, what you have to do is you just have to hit that sort of date range tab, and then you can select which month
you want to start your analytic report from until what day. So what I mean by that, say you want to find all your analytics from September through now. You just go select the date range, change the month to September, and then the date to say September 1st, 2015, and then have the finish date being January 21st, 2016. In that case, you're able to get all the numbers for every single day between that range. Once you have selected that, hit export data. It'll export everything as an Excel file, and then it'll be downloaded and ready to go. All right, actually, I'll just go back to that. So once you get to that page, everyone, and see that data, it is a little bit overwhelming. I will say Facebook generates probably 50 different fields, so 50 different analytics that you could be looking at. So that includes post reach, weekly post reach, monthly post reach, organic post reach. So that means not paying for your social media campaigns. Paid post reach. That means when you actually do pay it, how does range change? Actual sort of touch points. So the number of people who actually had this pop up on their timeline. So there's a lot of numbers associated with this. All right. So don't freak out when you see a whole pile of numbers. I will tell you the ones you guys will probably be the most focused on are post reach, post engagement. That's the ones that we at ISIC in Canada care about. Those are the ones that you guys should probably focus on most heavily. If you guys want to know how many people are actually seeing this pop up on your timeline, go for it. It is definitely an awesome insight to know. But if you are ever feeling overwhelmed and that there is too much going on, post reach, post engagement. All right. So, anyone wanted me to go over how to do that process again, or is everyone good? Once again, send me a smiley face if you're good. If you guys want me to go over it again, just let me know. All right. All right, sick. Awesome. Okay, so this one, for all you social media managers or VPs, is about the monthly report. So, as you guys know, actually maybe you guys don't know, every month, me and Andy are asking you guys to send us an analytic report with certain analytics, so we guys can we can get a basic idea of how your page is improving. So that means the number of new likes you're getting on your page, and seeing if your post engagement is remaining kind of steady or actually increasing. So it's really there for me and Andy to help you guys out so you guys are able to improve. All right. So I made a typo over here, but like I said, this is what me and Andy need from you guys to succeed. All right. So we want to talk about Facebook Insights. All of you guys have a Facebook page, so this is very important for you guys to remember. All right. So there's kind of like two aspects of your of this sort of like monthly report. First, the people interested in your content, as well as the number of engagements you receive. All right. So the first one is the number of likes and the number of shares your content has got. So what does that mean? The number of likes you guys have per post, the number of shares you guys got on your posts, as well the number of likes you guys have got on your Facebook page since the last month. All the stuff kind of gives us a general idea if you guys are able to kind of maintain your current digital marketing strategy. Also helps me and Andy identify ways to help you guys improve. So this is kind of valuable to kind of to measure the success of your actual sort of digital marketing presence. But the next portion, the number of engagements, does a better job in helping Andy and I recognize the success of your actual marketing campaigns. So that is average post reach and average post engagement. So how to get the average post reach and average post engagement. So as I mentioned yesterday, I gave you guys a session about how to use the social media calendar. If you guys didn't see that meeting, that presentation, you guys can go back and review it tomorrow once Vicky posts the links to that. But included in that calendar was a section for analytics, which included reach and engagement. So what we asked you guys to do at the end of each month, fill in those fields for the the post reach of that given post, as well as the field for the post engagement for that given post. Once you guys fill in all those fields, all you'll have to do is do a simple sort of average of post reach and post engagement, and you can send that off to Andy and I. That's what we're looking for. With that, we can kind of have an idea of how many people are really actually viewing your content based on the size of your university, based on, the demographics of your university, stuff like that. So send us that. That's really valuable in helping us identify ways to improve your social media presence and improve the success of your campaigns. And now for LinkedIn and Twitter. So it is fairly similar, these two. So the first thing is actually the number of people now becoming more interested in your content. So once again, number of new followers and subscribers. Pretty simple, shows kind of like how relevant your brand is how relevant your brand is in your university. And next, once again, measuring the success of your campaigns. So for Twitter, that includes the number of retweets and the number of favorites. It's really the number of shares, as well as the number of people engaged with. So that's likes and percentage engagement. All this is really, really useful, once again, to understand the success of your campaigns. Do you guys have any questions about any of this at all, or anything you guys want to ask me right now about sending this monthly report? Send me a smiley face if you guys don't have any questions, just so you guys have been doing before. Awesome. All right, no questions, anyone? Okay, so a little bit more side info about the analytic report. We expect you guys to kind of send us in that monthly report the same time you guys send us the social media calendar for your upcoming month. What I will be doing, because today was the deadline for you guys to get in those calendars, within the next couple of days, I'm going to be creating folders for every single LC, and you can upload them there. From there, Andy and I will take a look at both of those and give you guys feedback on what we think you guys could either improve on, also what you guys are doing really well. So we will give you guys feedback within 3 days. That's what we promised. And yeah, that's a little bit more about the actual sort of maybe like housekeeping aspect of these analytic reports. So like I said, this was going to be a shorter meeting than the one yesterday. There's a little bit less content to actually go over. So yeah, so thanks a lot for attending, guys. Really hope this was useful and really did show you guys, the value of analytics, as well as how to find them and use them in your campaigns. Yeah, no worries, Katie, you're welcome. I'm here technically until 10. So if you guys do have questions now, go for it. This is the best time. Also, don't leave this sort of group chat session just yet. I am recording who has attended this education cycle. So these points do apply for, the MarCom events. So don't leave just yet. I'm going to see which LCs have people showing up right now. So let's see. Is there another cycle tomorrow? I don't believe so, actually. I do think this was the last one. Unless Vicky has a surprise I'm not sure about, or no one else. This is the last one. Wealth. Crystal. I'll give one to Western, I guess. Ottawa. Oh, wow. Ottawa, you guys are going to be getting a lot of points today. Ryerson. Victoria. More Ottawa. More Ottawa. Carlton. Another. Windsor. Well right now. Caught up to Ottawa between the past 2 days. Queens is definitely having a respectable showing right now. And then Ryerson again. Ryerson. Massive. All right, so got everyone sort of down. So thanks a lot, guys, for coming. Really hope this was useful. And like I said, I am here a little bit longer. So if you guys do have questions, stick around. I am more than happy to answer them. Yeah, you're welcome, everyone. Really hope, really thank you guys for telling me that I was doing a good job. And hope, like I said, you guys me for a coaching meeting. I'm more than happy to help. All right. That's all I have, to deliver to you guys. So you guys can go. Have a good night. If you guys do have any questions, I'm here.